first screen made the whole team profit. Now they want a jet, they try to mock it. Got it off the jump, this ain't a third string option. Hold the applause for the moment of silence. Let's go. Breathe on the track and let it.
Champion. We remain here. Got me swinging.
What you gang signs?
My fault. Let me do the pop. I'm used to.
Wait a minute. He's about to take me back.
Now you, along with Lawrence and the Rare Breed brand, have put together this feast.
Yes.
We're fresh off an hour-long face-off. I would say top 5 of the year.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to Rare Breed. This might be better than Calico and Hitman face-off wise though. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully.
Respectfully.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rare Breed.
We does this. Well, I will say, because ARP did his blog recently and said we don't tell him nothing. We do.
Okay.
But he blessed me at least, to be able to kind of be a part of the squad. I work with them.
Yeah.
I work with them. Understand?
It's cool.
You know, I love everybody. I've always supported everybody. It's not, you know, I do what I do.
Yeah.
But I'm a marketing major. So for me, I look at different things, and me and ARP have always had a great relationship, and I like the business. You know what I mean? Battle rap, first coming in, it wasn't, it was so much talent, but not a lot of places to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody can't be URL. Everybody can't be RBE or King of the Dot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you have to find some in-betweens. But then regionally, it's kind of hard for people to be everywhere. Now that battle rap is really growing, it's even harder to watch. It's all of us. It's so hard to watch the battles that come out there so back to back to back. So I've always talked to them about different things. For people who aren't really familiar with the process, there's always been the 1SKs. And then the on-sites. Those weren't always filmed on the main event.
Yeah.
So they did some adjusting. They had the 1SKs and the on-sites in different places, and the 1SKs where the on-sites were, remember he used to do clothing stores, so that was where the on-sites was, right. So it's been a process of just basically doing different things. Once they got to the music room and left New York, that's when they started to do.
We missed drum though. I mean, if you could double back, we missed drum. You know what I'm saying? I put the drum like 6 times.
You never know. Y'all gotta watch ARP's vlogs. There's always jewels. Don't overthink it. There's always jewels.
Yeah. Shout out to ARP.
Always jewels. So about 1.5 years ago, the 1SKs, like I said, I always just tell them about new talent or talent that I feel like, hey, how do you get this person back on RBE, the main stage, or able to, get them back into the fold? ARP, like, he always told me, Wayne, let people know you got a direct line to me. So I just kind of always been behind the scenes, just kind of like, well, what if we could do this? What if we could do that? Things happen. Lawrence bamboozled me one event and was like, wait, why don't you come host this event? Okay, sure. Well, Wayne, how did you feel about that event? Lawrence always be doing crazy shit. And then it was like, well, Wayne, what you think about? I'm like, are you serious right now? So, basically by then I had about 2 or 3 battles in. Matter of fact, KT and LL Cool G. That was one of mine.
Okay.
So
that was a good one too.
A star was born. So, like I said, and pretty much ever since then, they've been getting better. COVID happens. It slows things down.
Pandemic, yeah.
Right, and RBE, they shot a Hail Mary, and Max Out was born. However, it posed a problem.
And it worked. It caught it.
It really did. But for the 1SK process to move forward, it left that gap, because in that type of setting, you can no longer do.
It's a huge stage, 1,500 people plus.
And there's no way to put an on-site battle in the middle of that. So, I always keep my notepad of talent all over. And it was like, hey, what do we do? They were so impressed with the guys that from pre-pandemic till till now that they were just like, you know what, we got to develop something.
Mm-hmm.
I put some names together. Lawrence was like, hey, go back to all the 1SKs. Tell me who you want to bring back. He gave me 5 choices. I was like, all right. So thought about the 5 choices. Like, okay, well, we're going to do a series. What you think we should call it?
Brick by brick.
Brick by
Y'all
brick.
say it all the time. That's part of the slogan, right? Why not?
Why not?
Make it happen.
So brick by brick. Initially, and I'm so appreciative to ARP because initially, it was some names. A lot of people don't know. Lawrence and I have long-term relationship with Scotty and Beretta. You know, Houston Barcode. Lawrence lives in Dallas, but he's from Houston, and he's always supported them. And those have always been my people from years ago. So, we thought, hey, let's do an event, a 2-day event, collab with them. And so I put some, again, going back to, because now I'm from Northern California, like Dev, but going back to my Southern roots, being that I've been in the South for so long, there's a lot of talent. I was at Trez's very first battle on Spit That Heat. Like, going back to when Official battled Arsenal, like, all the way back there, the Houston Barcode, there's a whole Southern battle rap movement that has 3 different leagues from Texas and then New Orleans. So they're just like, that's family. So I said, you know what? There's some people that I want to see from there. That's how we got those names for Brick by Brick. But then ARP said, no, let's throw some of our guys in there. And it was a blessing. Shout out to the vets, the RBE vets, because they was like, you know what? We're going to be the gatekeepers for this. So it's like, it was like a well-oiled machine. Everything just came together. Snake Eyes wanted to be a part, Heavy Hab, and then we don't see them a whole lot. So it's kind of still the process of how can we get the guys back in. And I liked what ARP saw. He realized, and he said it in the blog, this is a mini Blood, Sweat, and Tears. And that's exactly where I was trying to go with it.
That makes sense.
It makes sense. Shout out to A-Ward. Shout out to J Murder. Shout out to J400 Black. Shout out to all of them, Floss the Boss, that are like, hey, we need parts. So now.
So how often, if I can ask a question, how often are we going to get this? Let's say we get a max out 1, max out 2, we start this. So it's going to be brick by brick, max out 3, then brick by brick 2, volume 2.
So now that we're at volume 2, and I do understand, and here's my thing, because this last event, I watch battles so differently than others. When I look at a battle, I don't just look at a battle, I have to walk around, I have to have a feel, because that stage, for those who have been to that stage, it's so different from when we were at the music room putting battles together, 1SKs together, till now. And trying to, when I look at that stage, the very first max out, I'm sitting here like, okay, can't everybody do this? But I want them to have that pressure on them on that stage. Daylight was there at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Smart man.
And rehearsed. Walked that stage and rehearsed. Everybody it's going to make a man or a woman in that setting. And that's the pressure I want you to feel. However, it's everybody's not, there's going to be a winner and a loser. These 1SKs for this event, we had 3 this time. We wanted to do a female. For the ladies, I gotta, and they, you know what I mean? They was like, Wayne, listen, I don't know. But now the ladies are really, shout out to the ladies. The ladies are really doing it, and they're like, okay, who we got? Unfortunately, this 1SK was not, and I feel like our first max out, the 1SKs, set the bar so high that for these, they kind of fell short to a degree. The battles, it's not, I know some blogs were saying how, you gotta look at the talent, this, you gotta do that. Listen, they wouldn't have been on that stage if they didn't have the talent. It's what you do when you get there. We can't help you with that. We can't help you with that. You know what I mean? So it's leave it all on the stage. Jay Breed did a crucible and was told, you're a good rapper, but battle rap is not for you.
Who's the judge up there?
Hi, Swave.
Oh,
Hi,
Swave.
Shout out to Sway. That's my brother. I love Sway. Yes.
Damn.
You know I had to do it. You know I had to do it. Yes.
That's a hurt.
You know I had to heckle him a little bit. Mm-hmm. You know, but again, everybody watches battle rap differently. I'm not the type of person I'll watch a battle, a recent battle, and I don't want it can't be a fluke. You know what I mean? It's like I look at it as, hey, let me go back to your beginning, let me look at your middle, and then come back and see what the progression was, if there was any progression, and how you fit. So when Jay Breed, I mean, everybody was smitten with Jay Breed. Like that was with Dev and Larry Bull. They was basically, you had Mickey Fax. You had Mickey Fax and who was that? Mickey Fax, A Ward, and who else was that?
Big T,
40 Cal. They felt like they had battle. They had one SK of the night. Like battle, that was battle of the night. So it's like it's not so much us that are booking the talent. We're booking the talent based off of what you do, what you've done.
Stage, yeah.
When you get on that stage, it's different. It is different. Our ladies, you know, I want to make that clear. Where the guys, I have to be fair, and at least they have to have at least 6 weeks. The ladies only got 2. There were some things that occurred, and there were 3 other female battles that were supposed to happen. These ladies presented themselves to us, and they were just like, we said, hey, you got 2 weeks though on this setting. They wanted to do it, so I commend them.
I would try too for that stage.
For that stage.
For that stage.
No chokes, no stumbles though. You feel me? So I was happy with that. Could it have been better? Absolutely, absolutely. But our 2 standouts on that was Jay Jeans and Coach Coleon. Rubber Time was supposed to be, but you know that was my battle. That was you know, but it didn't happen. So it is what it is. But as you said, to answer your question, the next Brick by Brick, or the way we're trying to do these at least every 3 months.
I like that. So 4-year minimum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that, like ARP said, we want to be able to give them, you know, cultivate. We want to be able to build them to a max out. However, there may be a little twist, maybe a little some other things that, you know, branches that things that branch off. But and Brick by Brick may not always be in one state.
That's good.
Yeah.
I've heard. I don't know if I can say I've heard things other people getting involved too. Possibly that's RBE. I'm gonna leave it alone. I talked to somebody behind the scenes.
I will say
another branch of. Am I saying too much?
No, you're not saying too much. I will say Lawrence and I approve everything. That was basically the premise. We do, because I feel like my biggest thing is that artists feel like, hey, I'm popular. They know me. They don't know you in the South. I manage too, you know, and so my ears are everywhere. Yeah, they may know you in your region. They may know you around your region, but they may not know you over here. You know what I mean? So I want us to be able to touch everywhere. You know, our vets that we watched, you know, grew up watching or what have you, they were everywhere. They were overseas. They learned. You know what I mean? They add that, right, different platforms. They studied the craft. They gained on their attributes. They added different things. I want a well-rounded group of people, men and women, to be able to go wherever. And that's the wonderful thing about RBE. You know, there are no contracts or anything like that, and that's no shot to anybody. We want you to be able to take what you do and get the bag. Wherever that may take
hopefully,
you.
I would say this, even though there's no contracts for what y'all doing, I would hope that the battle rapper that sees that they're benefiting off what y'all do, kind of like prioritize y'all.
Absolutely.
I would just, as a man or a woman, I would just, okay, I got it here, let me prioritize you.
Here's what I do. And I told Lawrence that I don't, and I never have, even when I managed, I don't look for you. You have to come to me. Because if you come to me, that means that you're serious.
Yeah.
That means that you know what you want. And there's a priority, a loyalty, a dedication to what you know what I mean, that you know what I stand for. You know what I'm trying to do, because you've heard it. If you don't already know me, you've heard it.
Mm-hmm.
So you already come willing, ready to work.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a sense of loyalty, because I'm going to make sure that I can put you in those places. I'm going to always fight for you.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Lawrence go back and forth. That's why when Jay Skizzle told Jay Jeans in the face-off, I was supposed to battle your what did he say, your uncle or whatever, your mentor.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, what are you talking about, my mentor? He was right. We had another battler in mind, and Lawrence came and said, no, I need this battler. Me and Lawrence argued. Shout out to Lex. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They see it, and they're ready. When they come, it's already about the fact that, okay, I know Dev even. It was like, hey, I don't never want to insult anyone that I feel I wish I could get them on the stage, but there is a process. You know what I mean? Because if you put in so much work, a 1SK sometimes can be beneath you. But again, I don't feel like that. A 1SK is called the 1SK. It is a one-shot kill. That means that when you're standing on that stage, you leave everything on that stage. One shot. You're on a pay-per-view with thousands. And then your battle comes out on the RBE channel. You better have proved yourself. Period.
Yeah, for us to like you, for us to want to see you again.
Exactly, for us to want to see you again.
Yeah.
As a consumer. And this is why fan participation is, I've been saying that everywhere. Fan participation with this, we want you guys to be interactive with who you like and who you don't like. However, don't tell us, hey, that's the bathroom break.
So if somebody's on the brick by brick, like, somebody that's doing good or beats the RBE vet, so to speak, or have a classic or a fire situation with them, do they move on to the next
Yes,
brick by
I'll
brick?
move on.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Okay.
they move on.
Say less.
They move on.
Tried to ask.
Lawrence says that he doesn't believe any of our up-and-comers are going to beat our vets, though.
I like that. I probably would say the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
He said they
push y'all
all
along,
get watched.
motivate y'all, yeah.
Right, and he says it makes it easier for him because he ain't got to pick. I definitely, anybody can hit me up about it, and I'm not, listen, I don't do favors,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't candy coat. I definitely have always been a fan of this culture, and I like my battles a certain way. So I'm never going to put you in a position if I don't call you back, or if I feel like, don't ever think that it's something against you. It's just there's a look that you have to have that's just like a multi-million-dollar. You come in and they want to sign you to a deal. You have a stylist, you have a PR person, you have all these different things. We look at promotion, how much you promote, how much you're on social media, how much you put yourself out there, what you're doing in your time that you're not battling. How much do you promote yourself? You know what I mean? We look at style. I know Aver said a while back, when Briz and Top was coming in, y'all niggas is bummy. Y'all niggas is, but ain't nobody telling you.
Mr. Capital Marketable.
Right, Mr. Marketable, right. But he was so right about that. It is a marketability that you gotta have a certain type of swag. No, I don't want you to go buy fake Gucci to impress nobody, because you can put that shit on and that don't mean that it's gonna make you shine.
Mm-hmm.
A fresh black white tee, you gotta go get you a bubblegum chain. Just look clean, play the part, you know what I mean? Dress up. This is a job interview. That's the way we look at it. So yeah, this is how Brick by Brick was formed.
Mm-hmm.
And we, the guys they got a lot on their shoulders right now.
They definitely do. I want to get into how these matchups happen for the most part, at least the main event and co-main event.
Okay.
So we kind of went through this in the face-off, but we can, really without
Elaborate
them yelling,
Yeah.
this is what happened. You bum, you know what I mean? I'm the reason. And
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
so
Snake Eyes and Death the Demon, how did that come about?
Okay, so with Dev, it was more, and I did get this the questions about that battle, because some thought that Larry Bull beat Dev. So it was not so much when we watched the battle back and got a general consensus. Larry won that face-off, and face-offs matter.
They definitely do.
Larry won the face-off because unfortunately Dev could not be at the face-off. Larry shined in that face-off. He really, really did. So he already had home court advantage. You know what I mean? So However, there's semantics with things. Dev is actually has had more longevity than Larry did.
He's done more things since then. Or in between times.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
That's the only, you know what I mean? And unfortunately with Larry and Dev, you guys were September, not last year before last, right? Was it this last year? Was it 20?
That was shit. Damn, that was last year. Yeah.
Was it last? See, so the time frame from that 1SK to the max out 1SK, it was kind of like Dev had already put in so much more work. It was kind of like
I had True franchise.
So it was kind of, I understood where people came from, but you had to put the person that is actually putting in the higher profile for this particular match. Doesn't mean that Dev, although Dev feels otherwise, doesn't mean that Dev is going to get that top spot. Because out of these 5 guys, there's only 2 top spots that we are looking to advance. Not to say that
only 2 of these names are gonna advance.
Right. You see, so it's even harder. They all brothers and they all love each other and they love what they're doing coming in, but there's only 2 spots.
Okay.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, we're making it hard for them too. You know, they will still advance. It's not that the 5 won't get, booted or anything.
Package, though.
But they get a different package. Right.
You get it. I mean, that's just how
that's just how it is. So, to keep it competitive, that's what we're doing. So yeah, that's why Larry decides that he wants to do, Larry, if they all do well, they will get certain names. Like I said, I've named the people who want to come into this.
I mean, he got St. Mike off the rip. Larry got St. Mike. So he got some work in front of him too.
To answer that question, the way that I put these battles together, like we were talking about with Snake,
I'll put him in trouble.
There are, if you look at the card, when you look at the actual card and how, it's put together, with Snake Eyes and Dev, they talked about aggression, and they both noticed that about each other. That's what I saw with Dev on the stage when him and Larry battled. Larry, again, he had a home court advantage, but their energy, like, how when you at a battle, you feel that energy. I want to see that. I feel like that's going to make a great match. However, Snake is good at what he does. I feel like Dev lacks a little bit there.
Yeah.
I want to see what he does to match that.
Yeah.
So that's why that's together. Delvo, some people feel like Jay Breed watched Delvo. Delvo actually was talking. He really was. However, put him in front of a heavy hab that is going to bark all over him. I need that to come out. I need him.
You won't press him for real.
Right?
Lyrically.
Yes. He gonna be in, but he is definitely going to feel that pressure. And then he was the tallest one out of all of us. I want to see how he's going. He's my new Remedy Loco. So I wanted to see that. He gave up in the 3rd, which made it look bad. I want to see how, he's like, no, it was just the crowd. Okay, what did you do from then? What lesson did you learn when Heavy Habit's in your face and he has that pressure on you? Or will you fold? And then you at home.
Yeah.
So that one. Let's go.
Mr. Mills. Pretty much come back. Mr. Mills definitely is one of my guys too.
Yes.
So
Mills, he said he was retiring.
Battle rappers lie.
They never do. Yeah, he was doing a few battles.
Hitman, we're going to see you next Max Out 3, man.
Say it again.
We're going to see you on Max Out 3, Hitman. We got you. So.
He had some battles that I saw that he was doing, and he had before that, he had a great battle with Dre Dennis on the on-site. But the preparation, and I think he was kind of going through some things, but, he's back. I want to see him back on RBE. Same with Say Mike. I want to see. He fucked up with Cortez. He messed up with Cortez. But he's great.
Yeah.
He is great. He is phenomenal. Both of those battlers, J Slash, some may not be familiar with. He is big. You know what? Him and Riggs remind me a lot of each other. Him and Riggs remind me a whole lot of each other. I want to see what he can do lyrically, because Mr. Mills, I want to see what they can do lyrically, or if he can bring more creativity out, where he will stay, that he can actually shine in front of Mr. Mills. That's going to be the biggest thing, because he can rap really well, but he has no presence. So, shout out to J Slash. I know you like to cook food. And High Double, and yes, High Double.
I like High Double.
Yes. Okay. Love High Double.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Bree got a lot of confidence. I want to see what he does in front of High Double. He has not been around for a while, but High Double, when he battles, he has a different type of presence about him, and lyrically, he's crazy. Jay Breed is getting there. I want to see how creative they get. That's gonna be one of my
Some of
other
these
battles.
dudes going home. We call it for what it is. Some of these guys going home. Like, y'all put them in front of some killers. Right
I
now.
tried. I tried, Black.
Y'all put them
I
in front of some
tried.
killers, man.
And Saint Mike and Larry Bull.
Yeah.
I mean,
In trouble.
Saint Mike does it all.
Yeah.
He does it all. Larry is in that way. He's right there. I want to see how that's going. Like, I think I did a great job with this in development.
Yeah.
So
I want to see what these guys advance to. And the last one is Boogie versus Tubbs.
that's a one-off that we're Tubbs. We're looking at possibly for advancing on to Brick by Brick, as well as Boogie. Boogie, also from the New Orleans Battle League, Houston Barcode. Another what I consider South vet that we haven't seen in a while. So that's where we at with it. And
I want to see what happens. I want to tune in, so what's happening. Is this pay-per-view?
there may be a VOD.
Maybe VOD. Okay.
Maybe a VOD.
That's good too.
We hope so. That's what I was told.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if we're still there, but hey, we're in Houston. We're making history. We moving around.
Yeah.
You gotta be there.
Yeah.
And if it ain't, if it's not,
They're gonna be there after the face-off drop too. They're gonna be on it.
Hell yeah.
They're gonna be on
Hell
it.
yeah.
Salute. There you have it, the Brick by Brick series. A lot of information was just dropped right now. I let her talk. It's a lot of information that she went over. Do not skip over it, you know what I'm saying? Champion.
Right. Champion.
Salute.
I'm just out here taking it easy. This shit was hard as a kid, but it's easy these days. Niggas steady doubting, but yet the outcome is me paid. Is that your classic album? To me, it sound like a weed trade. Weekdays you spend no weed and chasing weak pay. Weekends were sort of the same, but had some freak babe.